Do you wait until your performance review to ask for a raise? A lot of people wait for their performance review to ask for a raise. Well, you don't have to, and you shouldn't. Today, I'm going to share with you how to ask for a raise before the performance review. I'm going to share 3 steps for you to follow. Lunch and Learn Live is brought to you by TalentSmiths. It's a place where top paid compensation professionals go to find their next career or their next career advancement. Compensation professionals, you can check us out at talentsmiths.net for free resume consultation so that you can grow your online career, your online profile, and grow intentionally on the path that you have set for yourself. That's talentsmiths.net. And today I want to share with you all about how to ask for a raise before your performance review because many people do wait until the performance review to even have the discussion about a raise or ask for consideration on a raise. Well, today I want to share with you how to ask for a raise before your performance review. A lot of companies have set schedules for performance review time, which is why many people only talk about it during those set schedules. So, companies review for performance, companies review for merit. Some companies review those two separately. So, you may have two reviews during the year. One is just for performance and one is for merit or compensation. Some companies do it together. It really just depends on the company where you are. But you don't have to wait until that time to have the conversation or to start the conversation about your compensation, especially if you've been with a company for a period of time. You can start the conversation early. You can start the conversation months early. You can get your manager on board months early. You're talking to your manager every week, month. You see them every day, but you're having those conversations regularly anyway. So, my first tip for you is to discuss this conversation or this topic of conversation during your one on one weekly meetings, monthly meetings, however often you meet with your manager, director, supervisor, whoever you report to, whoever does your performance review. Discuss this during the meetings that you have with them on a regular basis. You're meeting with them anyway, bring it up. Express your desire to be the top performer or to continue to be the top performer and let them know that you're willing to do whatever it takes to get there. Let them know that you are willing to grow yourself as a professional individual to achieve higher. And you want this success for yourself so you can grow yourself individually, but you can also grow your team, which will in turn lead to growth for the company as well. And you can ask your manager to work with you so that they can help you establish goals and you can think about a plan together. You can think about a path together. Your manager can help you establish that path towards the raise that you're looking for, towards the desired compensation that you're looking to grow into. And this conversation is likely happening, or it should be happening, or hopefully it's happening At the end of each review, where your manager helps you with a plan and they help you with a path to grow to the next level. But if it's not happening at your review already, implement it, initiate it, suggest it, get this into action for you and for yourself, for your own career. Have that conversation intentionally, on purpose. So this incorporates your manager into your growth plan. It incorporates your manager into your growth plan. And not only that, it also allows your manager to know that the tasks that you do, the specific tasks that you do are for a purpose. They know the tasks that you do are for, project specific to accomplish whatever your duties are for your role. But when you have greater performance, that equals greater compensation, right? Well, it should, or it makes sense that it does. But even if you have greater performance, if you're not looking for more money necessarily, your greater performance is still going to come with greater rewards or greater value for you, even if it's not in the form of monetary value. So, in this scenario, when you're having this conversation with your manager and you're letting them know your desire for a higher compensation, this brings them into the plan to help you. You're not necessarily asking for a raise, you're asking them to help you plan growth for yourself. You're asking them to help you set a path for growth for yourself. Now, if that path goes along the road to a desired higher compensation, then that's great. But if that path goes along to a desired accomplishment or growth of something else, that is also great. But this could be the path to you for a higher compensation, for your desired raise. A lot of employees, maybe yourself, do task and do extra things within your job, going above and beyond what your job duties are already, and expect to get noticed by their managers. But a lot of times, your extra efforts go without notice, and your extra work may go without notice as well. And that is often because your manager, your higher up, your leadership, they have lots of things going on themselves. They may not see all the extra little things that you do because they're doing extra things themselves. They may not see all of the tasks that you complete within your day because, there's a lot that you're doing in the day anyway, and you're doing even more in the day. So they may not see everything that you do, and they may not realize all the little things that you do. So that is the main reason why I would highly suggest for you to always document your process. Always document your progress. You want to document both of these so that you can definitely elaborate on your personal achievements and your team achievements effectively. Document how you got to that progress. Not only the progress you want to document how you got there. So, in the second step to having that conversation before it's time for your performance review is to discuss in future follow-up meetings. You're having regular meetings with your manager anyway. So discuss this in future follow-up meetings, in a way that you can do that intentionally is to get your development plan or your growth plan or path in writing. So after you have this conversation with your manager, they're helping you with that plan and with that path to the next level that you want to achieve. Get that in writing. Write it down, document it, and send it in an email to your manager. So it's going to be on file. It's going to be on file for you, and it's going to be on file for them as well. And that way, when you have those periodic follow up meetings with them, you can revisit those goals that you set, those goals that you set in the plan, in the path. You can revisit those throughout the year. So when it comes time to your performance review, everyone's on the same page. The conversation is more focused because your manager already knows one thing that you're going to talk about in the conversation. You're going to talk about and revisit the plan and the path that they help set for you. And you're going to go in there with more focus as well because you've documented your process and you've documented your progress. So the third step is, what are you going to say in your performance review after you've done all of this? How do you bring it up? What do you say in the review? Restate the goals that you already established during your meeting. These goals were set by you and your manager anyway. Restate what you already talked about, what you already discussed, and what you've already planned. So share those personal achievements that you've accomplished. Share those collaborative achievements that you've accomplished with your team. Specifically, share the process of how you got to your progress. Progress is great. Sharing your progress and the things that you've accomplished is great, but you want to share the process as well. So your manager knows what hurdles you came in contact with and how you got through or over those hurdles. Share the process of how you got to that progressive state. Share and show them how you achieved those goals. Here's what that can sound like when you're in the meeting. Well, in our previous meeting, you shared with me the things that I needed to do to reach the next level in my career. You said that I needed to do this, that, and the other. State the things, whatever they are. And you can tell them, well, I've done this, that, and the other. And I've also accomplished these things as well, showing how you've gone above and beyond. This is how you can initiate that conversation in your performance review. So you've documented the process and have shown that you've gone above and beyond the duties in your specific role for the position that you're in. And when you're in this conversation of your performance review, talk about your future. You always want to talk about your future. You want to talk about future projects that you'd like to work on, that you'd like to volunteer for. You want to talk about future achievements that you are shooting for and future growth for yourself as an individual and future growth that you desire for your team, which ultimately converts to growth for the company as well. Your growth converts to growth for the whole company. So this conversation, it shows how you've been a top performer and it shares how you're going to continue to add value in the future. So with all of this, the likelihood of your promotion has just increased. That is awesome. And keep in mind your performance, your responsibilities, your duties, your actions, that's not the only key to your promotion. That is not the only key to getting a higher compensation or a higher salary. Your performance is just a piece of the pie, the PIE. Your performance is the P in pie. That's just a piece of it. Performance is only a piece of you getting a higher compensation. There's other things involved as well. And you can check out my video on 3 sweet ingredients to success. I'll link that video in here so that you can check that out to see what else you need to incorporate into your performance to really increase the likelihood of raising your compensation. So good luck. You have got this. You've definitely got this. Use those 3 steps to start the conversation early. Get your manager on board early. During the one-on-one meetings that you're already having, start to talk about a raise in your compensation. Get your manager involved on the path and plan to doing the steps that you need to do to get to that next level. Have that conversation periodically throughout the year. Talk about what you've done. And when you come into your performance review, restate all of those action plans and that path that they've set for you. Talk about all the things that you've done. Talk about the future. This is going to increase the likelihood of your raise. And that's how to ask for a raise before it's time for your performance review. That is what you should be doing. Thanks for watching. Good luck. You've got this.